Hey, I want to tell you guys a story, okay? And this is a little bit vulnerable for me because it was a time in my life that I wasn't super proud of, but I want to share it because I think that a lot of people out there are in the same place. Because about 7 years ago, I got into residential construction, and if you can kind of envision like an old grumpy tradesperson, carpenter that kind of just grumbles around and is grumpy all the time, that was me. That's how I was. That's how I was showing up in my life. And I wasn't usually like that. You know, people who knew me growing up, I was always really happy, fun loving, ambitious, just doing crazy things to have fun. And I realized what I was doing one day. I knew I wasn't showing up as my best self, but I was killing myself to make the money to provide a lifestyle for my family. And I thought that I was doing the right thing by doing that. So I'd pick up these side projects, these weekend projects, and I was actually building like a big fireplace for somebody. And on that weekend, I was talking to my wife, Michelle. I was talking about, hey, I really need to go finish this project. I think I can get done today. And it was a Saturday. And she just looked at me and she said, honestly, Bonnie, all of us are going to be way happier if you just go to work anyways. And man, like that cut me so deep when she said that, but I'm so happy she did because she was right, okay? And you know what? That comment could have really spiraled into like a divorce or a big argument or whatever because you know what? Like our relationship wasn't good either. And I talked to my kids and I asked them the same question and they were like, yeah, well, like you're always just mad at us. Like you're always yelling at us. You're always telling us to stop doing stuff. And like, we just want to play and have fun. And we can do that when you're gone. And so when I realized that's what I was doing, it was like, stuff's got to change, right? And I did. I made these changes, you guys. I figured out how to go from being frustrated and angry all the time. And I was able to show up as like peaceful. I found so much inner peace in myself. And I was able to show up as playful, right? Like I was to the point where I would play like I used to when I was young. I would play with my kids. And the best way I can describe this is it's like if you had a glass of water and that's how your day starts. You have this glass of water and as stuff happens, your kids don't want to put their shoes on. You don't want to get up in the morning. You get cut off in traffic. That's like a spoonful of salt into that cup, okay? And so as those spoonfuls of salt they get added to your cup, you start sharing that poisoned water with the world. You share that salt with everybody you reach. And what I was able to do, I figured out a process where I could become a river, okay? I didn't have a cup of water anymore. Imagine this huge flowing river of just all this water. So a spoonful of salt gets thrown in. It's like, that doesn't even affect you anymore. It didn't affect me anymore. All the little spoonfuls of salt didn't even change. And this is a big flowing river, so it's constantly washing away. And I want to help you guys with that. I want to help you become a river, okay? Because I think a lot of us, I see people every day at the grocery store, at work, and I want to help you become the river so that nothing bothers you. All those little things, you can still show up however you want. And for me, that was peaceful and playful. But for you, maybe you're worried, maybe you're anxious, maybe you're stressed. I don't know what it is for you. But if you can think of two emotions that you want to show up as every day, I can transform you there. And it's all about becoming a river, generating water into your life. Because when you have that much water, when you are a river, your banks, they overflow. And you start flooding everyone's cup around you. Instead of sharing that poison salt water, instead of sharing that, you're sharing water. You're diluting everyone's salt that you touch. You're doing that for your kids. You're doing that for your partner. You're doing that for your spouse. You're doing it for your parents even, like this transformation totally changed the course of my life. It totally changed the course of my life. And I look at people that were where I was and I fast forward. If I would have stayed on that path, if I would have stayed there, if I would have fast forward 20 years, it makes me incredibly thankful that Michelle said that to me that day, because I see where I was going. I see the path that I was on, and it wasn't the right path. it was not the right path for me, and I don't think it's the right path for you. And you can change the course of your life right now. And you can do this with this offer that I have for you. It's called the 30-Day Transformation Challenge, okay? And it's where I become your river guide, okay? I'm going to make you a river, 30-Day Transformation Challenge. And if I don't, okay, I am so confident I can do this for you because I know exactly what I did. And I know this is going to work for you, that if this doesn't, if you do not feel like the river at the end of this 30-Day Transformation Challenge, you can have all your money back, okay? I'm going to 100% guarantee you results, so there's absolutely no risk to you, okay? And the price of this is $89, okay? And that might seem like a hit, that might seem like a bit of money, but what would it cost you? What are you spending your money on now to bring happiness into your life? Is it a new pair of shoes? Is it a new tools? Right? Is it a night out? Is it drinking? Is it drugs? We spend money to make ourselves happy, and it's this temporary fix. Anything we spend our money on to make us happy is this temporary fix, and this challenge is going to give you tools to change your life so that you're happy no matter what. Okay? Spend the money because it will change your life. All right? And this is why I'm here. I figured out in this, I transformed my life, and I could show up every day exactly where I was. I didn't have to quit my job. You guys don't have to quit your job. You don't have to get a divorce. You don't have to find somebody new. It's not something your kids do. It's not something anybody else's do. It's something that you do, okay? And this was so powerful in my life. This was so powerful that I wanted to share it with the world. I want to share it with you, okay? And I'm not just going to give it to you. I can't give it to you for free because then you won't value it and you won't do it, okay? Put some skin in the game. Put your neck on the line. Well, it's my neck on the line, okay? If it doesn't work, I'll give you your money back, okay? Invest in yourself. Invest in your happiness because you need to become a river, okay? Those quick fixes, the pair of shoes, those things, those are like a spoonful of sugar, okay? You can put a spoonful of sugar in your cup, but it's temporary, okay? It is so temporary that the salt comes and it just overpowers it, right? If you've got a mixture of 8 parts salt, 1 part sugar, that doesn't change the composition, okay? You have to generate water in your life. I've got the process to do it. Right below, you guys can buy now, okay? Don't wait, because happiness is not an event that happens, okay? The time is right now. The 30-Day Transformation Challenge, that is long-term happiness in your life.